Wake up with a headache and you're just looking for a painkiller. You're looking for a solution to a very real, very painful problem that's happening right now. So let me ask you directly, are you feeling that friction? Does the day-to-day grind of your operations just feel clunky, a little bit broken, slower than you know it should be? Let's see if any of these symptoms sound familiar. You get a hot demo request from a dream client, but it takes 3 hours to get to your sales team, and by then, it's gone cold. Or how about this one? Your team is wasting over 20 hours a week. That's half a person's job, just copying and pasting data. Then there's the dreaded Zapier tax, where your bill keeps going up, but the system feels like it's getting more fragile. And maybe the worst one of all, silent failures. The automations that break without telling you, and you only find out when an angry customer calls. So here's the thing. These are not just minor headaches. They're not just annoyances. They are symptoms of a much, much deeper problem. What you have is a fragile, tangled web of processes that is just waiting for the moment you try to scale to completely blow up in your face. This brings us to a fundamental choice. There are really two worlds of automation. Two ways to think about this. There's the amateur way, which is super common, and then there's the professional, enterprise way.
Okay, so let's break that down. The amateur approach is what most people start with. It's point-to-point. An event in Tool A directly pushes to Tool B. Simple, right? But what happens when Tool B's API is down for a minute? Poof, that data is just gone. Forever. It's a reactive system where you are always patching leaks and fighting fires. The enterprise approach, on the other hand, is completely different. All your tools talk to one central hub, a kind of orchestrator. This makes the whole system resilient and proactive. You're not patching leaks anymore, you are architecting the plumbing for the entire city.
So what is this orchestrator? We call it an automation operating system, or an AOS. The best way to think about it is like a grand central station for all your business data. It receives information from everywhere, it validates it to make sure it's clean and correct, and then it intelligently sends it exactly where it needs to go. Okay, that sounds great in theory, but how do you actually build one? Well, there's a blueprint. It's not magic. It's engineering, and it's structured in 4 very distinct layers. First up is the ingestion protocol. This is how you instantly capture data using things like webhooks. Second, and listen closely because this is the real engine of growth, is data normalization and validation. This is your system's firewall. Third, you have the routing and logic engine. That's the brain of the operation. And finally, number 4 is global error handling, the watchtower that makes sure no piece of data is ever lost. You know what? I want to pause and really zoom in on that second layer because it's the one that most people ignore, and it is single-handedly the most important factor for being able to scale your business. Data validation is your firewall for growth. Let's just be brutally honest for a second. Raw data is almost always dirty data. People make typos. APIs send messy junk. And if you let all that raw, unfiltered, dirty data flow directly into your most important systems, like your CRM, you don't have a database anymore. You have a swamp. And good luck trying to find anything valuable in there. Just look at how simple yet crazy powerful this firewall can be. The raw input comes in, it's a messy Gmail address with weird capitalization and spaces. An amateur system just passes that right along, wasting your expensive API credits trying to enrich a personal email. But a validated system, it instantly cleans it up, recognizes it's not a B2B lead, and flags it. That one tiny simple check just saved you money and kept your entire sales pipeline clean.
And here's the real-world business impact. An unvalidated lead is a money pit. It wastes API credits, it pollutes your CRM, and worst of all, it wastes the valuable time of your sales reps. But a validated B2B lead? Oh, that's pure gold. The system immediately knows it's a VIP, it can create a high-priority deal, and instantly alert your best salesperson to jump on it. This is how data validation directly fuels your growth.
So what does this all mean for the bottom line? Let's talk about money. What's the raw, unfiltered return on investment for actually building a proper operating system?
Well, the cost difference is stark. I mean, look at this. For the same 10,000 automated events a month, you could be spending over $200 on a legacy, task-based platform. With a properly architected system, say using a tool like NNN, that cost can plummet to around $20. That's a 10x difference in hard costs right there.
But here's the crucial insight. The real cost isn't even the monthly software bill. It's the limitation. When you pay per task, you are financially incentivized to keep your automations dumb. You actively avoid building in smart checks and sophisticated logic because every little step costs you more money. And let's not forget the human cost, which is arguably even bigger. By building this OS, you can give back over 20 hours to your team every single week. That's time they're no longer spending on mind-numbing data entry or frantically trying to fix broken workflows. This quote just nails it perfectly. You fundamentally change the purpose of your payroll. You stop paying talented, smart people to do robotic work. You empower them to use their brains, to analyze the clean, reliable data your new system gives them, and to find the next big opportunity for growth.
So it all comes back to this one idea. The goal isn't just to fix the next little problem. It is to stop thinking like a plumber's assistant, constantly running around with duct tape, and start thinking like a city planner. It's time to architect the entire system for scale.
And that leaves us with one final question for you to really think about. Take a hard, honest look at your current setup, your workflows, the daily friction, the little annoyances. Is your automation truly an asset that is driving your growth, or has it slowly become a fragile, expensive liability that's just waiting to break?